Good morning, it's Wednesday, July 3rd, 2013. Since I promised this video yesterday and I didn't get any time to do it, I am going to show you really quickly today how to make old-fashioned oatmeal. Okay, as you can see, my kitchen is a mess. This is what I do not like to wake up to in the morning. Lately, I've not been home because I'm just getting all my training in, getting my homework done, being at work. It's just a busy life, and sometimes it gets out of control. So, but this right here, this is what I like to see. Because I already know how to make it without using measurements, this is for my viewers who do not know, and I'm going to show you each one step by step. So what you want to do, right now I measured out 1 cup and 3/4 of water. Okay, you're going to go ahead and put it inside the saucepan. And we're going to put it to a boil. So what you need to do is go ahead and put it on high for now. Keep an eye on it till it starts boiling. Now I have my oats ready. So for how much we're doing today is only 2 servings. So what you want to do is just measure out 1 cup of oats. Okay, and wait for it to boil. Might as well get your spoon ready. Okay, as you can see, the water's coming to a boil right now, so I'm going to lower the temperature. So wait for that to simmer down just a little bit more. Now we're going to take our oats. We're not going to just dump it in, okay? That's not how it works. You got to stir it in. So I'm going to, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but yeah, I'll have to just trust that I'm doing it slowly. Okay. So I'm going to start stirring it in. Put a little bit at a time. But you don't want it to stick to the bottom because that's the hardest part about it. Once it sticks, it's like gross. And it starts getting black. And you don't want black oatmeal, do you? Okay, so you should have this at about medium heat by now. I'm going to count the clock, 5 minutes. You don't have to keep stirring it. You can just, wait a little bit and make sure it's not sticking to the bottom because, yeah, like I said, it sucks to have black oatmeal. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just show you real quick how to do the eggs. You'll need egg whites. Go to the store, get egg whites in the carton. Costco's probably your best bet, but I don't have a Costco membership right now. Anyways, so for 4 eggs, 3 to 4 eggs, you're going to want about 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to go ahead and use my measuring thing. 3/4. Okay, and very important, you're going to want a non-stick skillet. And I'm going to tell you something about keeping good care of your non-stick skillet. When you wash these, your little sponges, right, your scrubbers, you never use this hard part. Never. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? The reason why is because you're going to scratch off all the non-stick, and then you're going to have to use oil every time you cook. Okay, and that's not fun. I remember one time my mom got so mad at me for doing that, and I was always like, what's the big deal? It's just cooking ware. And then when you get older, you're, cooking for your own family, you're going to want that non-stick. So now I know my mother's pain and why women are just so particular about their cooking ware. So, anyways, so we're going to go ahead and start the skillet up. I would just put it on medium-high for now. Wait till it heats up a little bit. Today I'm not going to put any stuff in it. Usually I'm going to put some onions and maybe some bell peppers just to give it some more stuff so it's not so plain, but I just don't have time to cook up some stuff right now. But you can go ahead and cut up some onions and bell peppers and other things you want for like an omelet. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour it in. Oops, and we gotta make sure we're stirring our oatmeal, right? So it's not sticking. Directions actually call for salt. And since if you're on the cleansing diet, I would not use salt. Just skip the salt altogether. Okay? And you're gonna wanna just let it sit there until they're moist. So it'll be a while. And and I'm going to share with you a little story. Do not ever attempt cooking new things unless you actually know what you're doing first. So always watch out for your directions, read them fully before you ever start anything. And you know, if it's your first time, you want to make sure you have all of your ingredients ready. So by that I mean you have everything measured up and they're all set to go. You don't want to be rushing around while your stuff is cooking. Okay, that's just a little safety tip from personal experience. Okay, you see those curtains behind me right there? Those actually never used to look like that. Those were actually newly placed because of my mistakes. As you can see, it's about done. I like to cook it a little bit over the time that, you know, they say for. So they say about like 5 minutes, and by 5 minutes it's still kind of watery. So I like to keep going a little bit more, and you want to take it off the heat once it's, you know, kind of the consistency and the texture you want. And there you go. So, you know, it looks like a little bit, and you know what? That's part of serving control in your diet. You're gonna have to learn to just get out that measuring cup and measure out what you are putting into your body. Woo. And I wasn't paying attention to my eggs, so we are bubbling up here. Yep. Okay, it's almost done. We still have a little bit of wetness at the top. You know, that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, but as you can see, I kind of let it sit too long. So that's a fail. But there you go, I tried. So that's your egg whites. That's your meal number 1 for today. Okay, so turn off your heat and enjoy your first meal. Okay? Alright, so remember my vlog yesterday about owning your mistakes? Yeah, that's me owning my mistakes. So, very important thing. After you're done cooking, clean up after yourself. Okay? I am not your mother, but I'm going to give you some important things that you need to know when you're cooking. Nobody likes to clean up after somebody else's cooking mess. Okay, and so when you make a mistake like this, you know, with egg crusted all over your non-stick skillet, you want to clean up after yourself. So come on. It's not that hard. That way, when you're done, and when it's time to do the dishes, you're not sitting there scrubbing it all off. Okay, you scrub it now, soft side, just wash it off. You know, it's a lot easier to wash off things when they're still fresh rather than waiting till it's totally crusted to wash it off. Okay, so word to note, word to your ma, clean your cooking ware.